High levels of rainfall. And we are seeing that the forecast highlights variation of rainfall distribution, and as I've mentioned, certain regions, and we've mentioned some of the rivers where we may need to. I think in the recent past, we've seen care of settlements around those dams. The flood frequency counties, that's where we need to concentrate on. This has been observed in some places like Muranga. In repositioning of food and non-food items and resource mobilization, these are just some of the advisories. We are also advising that farmers could, Rift Valley fever, we want to consider vaccination. Looking at health.
In the press, I also want to make a special appeal to you to assist us and to be our partners in this matter by giving the right messages and again going out of your way to educate the people of Kenya on the possible dangers of doing this against that, so that those who are on low grounds can move to higher grounds, those who are on very slopy terrain can be able to move to areas where they are safe. The media will be an important partner in this matter by giving the right information, by continuously calling out the people of Kenya and keeping them informed on the likely dangers and what they need to do so that they stay safe.
We have dealt with the emergency area and we distributed food to 200,000 people across the country, or 200,000 households, which is almost 1 million people, reaching 32 counties who have benefited. Some of the governors who are here will associate with the work that we have done. Of course, we've done it in consultation and in collaboration with a number of stakeholders, including the Red Cross and also the NDMA and also the Ministry of ASAL, because most of the areas that were affected were ASAL areas. We have now pivoted into the area of water management and infrastructure through this partnership with the KDF and the Ministry of Defense, assessed about 500 boreholes, prioritized 360 boreholes across the country, which need repairs, some of them very minor repairs, but also others some significant repairs. We are continuing now we are commencing the work, or at least have started to commence the work, and given El Nino, we'll prioritize those areas that are low risk, El Nino counties, but also ensure that we complete them as quickly as possible in anticipation of what impact El Nino will have. We've also started to do the work with the KWS in the national parks. We'll be sinking about 10 boreholes to support the Kenya Wildlife Service, which were affected during the drought, including tanks in the Savo ecosystem. We are inviting partnerships. We are collaborating with Millennium Water Alliance and also USAID, who have been very, very gracious to adopt some of the boreholes. They have agreed to adopt 78 boreholes, which is very significant. In Garissa, in Wajir, Turkana, Isiolo, and Marsabit counties. We will be encouraging others to come in and adopt boreholes because we have a framework that works, in addition to the work that we've already done. We've also started to receive support from others, including the government of Brazil, who have donated $100,000 in the form of tanks and water storage, which will work with schools to see if we can be able to deliver that through and working together with the World Food Program. So there's a lot of partnership, Your Excellency, both within the institutions that are involved in the National Drought Steering Committee. Remember, the National Drought Steering Committee is to complement the work that the government has been doing and also the development agencies have been doing. Now, switching over to El Nino, clearly there has been a lot of information that will be given today of immediate interest to us, both as CEO of Safaricom, but also some of the members of the steering committee, including the Media Association. We are happy to support with respect to early warning, communication, sensitizing, working in particular with the relevant ministries, particularly the CS ASAL. We have a lot of experience in this area, especially having dealt with, as the head of Red Cross has said, having dealt with this in the past in various parts of the country. The second area that we need to think about is the water management aspect, and that's why we will continue with the borehole project, which is a very critical enabler of both preserving water going forward, but also ensuring that we deal with the consequence beyond El Nino, because we know that drought will continue to be a major challenge in the future. So, Your Excellency, we are here to support all the initiatives that, any initiatives that we have the capacity to, and as Safaricom, I can commit that we are ready to support, especially the early warning signs, which early warning support communication through flash messages and so on, that really are life-saving in many ways if they are delivered on time and if they are coordinated across the ministry.